محمد رسول الله محمد رسول الله أرجو رضاك يا الله أنت الرحيم يا الله هبني عطاك يا الله أنت الكريم منك العطاء يا الله أنت العظيم يا الله فيك الرجاء يا الله أنت الحليم.
Ya ikhwati, if we do not become ideal Muslims, first of all Muslims and then ideal Muslims, then Allah will replace people and He will bring a people that He will love and they will love Him. If we do not worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as we should worship Him, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring another people. Do you know, sometimes I think we don't love Allah as much as Christian missionaries love their God. I think we Muslims don't love Allah as much as Christian missionaries today love their God. There is no less than 7.3 million Christian missionaries today according to the Christian Monitor. And they report some stories which are unbelievable of how some of the Christian missionaries, they work, how they give up a cushy life and they go and they work for the cause of translating the Bible in one of the most remotest parts of Africa or some other country somewhere else. If they can do this, ask yourself, what about us? وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. Those who believe are even more severe in their love for Allah. If they can do this, what is our proof that we love Allah even more? So where is our work for our vision? Where is our work for leaving a legacy? Where is our work for leaving a message with our life? With this life of 60 or 70 years, we have to either earn Jannah or Jahannam, bi ikhwati. Where is our work towards this? It is for this reason why Sheikh al-Islam, he said in his fatwa, Al-Amma taqul qimatu kulli imri'in fima yuhsin wal khassa taqul qimatu kulli imri'in fima yatlub. You see, the general people, they say the value of every human being is in what they are good at, what skills they have. Look at your CV. Show me a resume. Let me have a look at what you have done, what experience you have. But the really knowledgeable people, those who really understand humanity, understand that the value of every human being is in what they seek to do. And it is for this reason why people are known, men are known for their visions, women are known for their visions. The greatness of a human being is by how much he wants to achieve in this dunya. And it is for this reason why it is the destiny of great men and great women to die before their vision is fulfilled. Ya ikhwati, it is for this reason why I quote to you what Allama Iqbal, rahimahullah, when he said in that amazing poetry, that people who have no vision and no purpose with their life, they are led by the qadr of Allah. What he means is if the qadr comes to the right, pushes you to the right, you go right. Pushes you to the left, you go to the left. Then he said that amazing statement. He said, people of vision, people of purpose, they are the qadr of Allah on this earth. So ask yourself, are you the qadr of Allah or are you led by the qadr of Allah? If you don't have a vision and purpose for your life, then I'll bet your wife has a vision and purpose for you. She knows where she wants to buy a house. She knows what type of house she wants, how many children, what car, where they should study. She has a plan. If you don't have a vision for your life, I bet your parents have a vision for your life. Your mother knows she wants you to be a doctor or a lawyer or something else. You don't have a vision for your life, the government has a vision for your life. You don't have a vision for your life, then at the very least, the enemies, shaitan, has a vision for your life. So how is it, O believer, O human being, O noble creature, O the one whose prophet was sent not only to mankind but to jinn, not only to the Arabs but to non-Arabs, O people, how is it that you have no vision for your life? So become the qadr of Allah. Become those people who have confidence and who grow because of their reliance on Ar-Rahman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The third characteristic of an ideal Muslim in my understanding is that an ideal Muslim is self-sufficient. Someone who relies upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not relying on anyone else. He has perfected tawakkul. And what is tawakkul? Tawakkul, as Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali says, it is husnul dhan billah. It is to have good thoughts about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That whatever Allah does is good for you. that whatever He does, He will never ever harm you. He will never ever reject you, lose you. He will always do that which is good for you. It is as Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah says, tawakkul is to believe that that which is with Allah is more certain than that which is in your own pocket. Amazing. This is what true tawakkul is. Let me ask you a simple question. If you work for Do Mobile company, does Ittisalat pay for your salary? Not at all. If you work for Do Mobile, then Do Mobile pays for your salary. The competition doesn't pay for your salary. If that is the case, then if you work for Allah, why do you think someone else pays for your salary? It is Allah who provides for you. If you live for Allah, it is Allah who provides for you. Ya Akhil Kareem, your job is only a means to it. Believe me, it is as Al-Hasan al-Basri rahimahullah had said. He said, O people, O shabab, i'malu lil akhirah. Work for the akhirah. For I have seen in my life that anyone who works for the akhirah, Allah also gives him from the dunya. But I have never ever seen in my life that anyone who works for the dunya gets anything from the akhirah. Ya salam. Ya ikhwati, work for the akhirah. Work for Allah. It is so electrifying. It is so attractive. Once you have it, you need more. Without it, you will wither and you will die. Ya ikhwati, this is why Sa'id ibn Jubair, one of the great scholars, he said, tawakkul upon Allah is half of iman. And this is why Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah said, tawakkul ala Allah is nisful Islam. كذا قال ابن القيم رحمه الله نصف الإسلام نصف الإيمان على قول العلماء. And in the authentic hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in authentic hadith in Muslim and others, the children of Adam have not eaten any food better than the food and the wealth with which he has earned with his own hands. No food that is better than the one that you've earned with your own hands. So my brothers and sisters, Islam, become self-sufficient. Become self-sufficient, not in need of others. Become those human beings that depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and grow in confidence that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides. Be a happy human being, not because you have a fantastic life, but because you have a Lord who looks after you and sustains you every moment of your time. Even when you sin, He looks after you, ya salam. This is how much He loves you. Ya ikhwati, grow in self-confidence because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is able to do all things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أَوْ كَالَّذِي مَرَّ عَلَى قَرْيَةٍ وَهِيَ خَاوِيَةٌ عَلَى عُرُوشِهَا قَالَ أَنَّا يُحْيِي هَذِهِ اللَّهُ بَعْدَ مَوْتِهَا فَأَمَاتَهُ اللَّهُ 100 عَامٍ ثُمَّ بَعَثَهُ قَالَ كَمْ لَبِثْتَ قَالَ لَبِثْتُ يَوْمًا أَوْ بَعْضَ يَوْمٍ قَالَ بَلْ لَبِثْتَ 100 عَامٍ فَانظُرْ إِلَى طَعَامِكَ وَشَرَابِكَ لَمْ يَتَسَنَّهْ وَانظُرْ إِلَى حِمَارِكَ وَلِنَجْعَلَكَ آيَةً لِلنَّاسِ وَانظُرْ إلى العظام كيف ننشذها ثم نكسوها لحما فلما تبين له قال أعلم أن الله على كل شيء قدير. This is a story of a man by the name of Uzair, who was not a prophet of God, but a person from the early children of Israel. And this man passed by this place, Jerusalem, when it was in ruins. And he saw ruins and people dead everywhere, corpses everywhere. And then he said, how will Allah give this life after its death? So Allah made him die and then gave life back to him and asked him, how many years were you dead? He said, I think it was only 1 day or half a day. He said, rather you were dead for 100 years. But look at your food. Your food, I have preserved it, meaning I can preserve the one that will spoil within a day or half a day. I can preserve it for 100 years. Whereas look at your donkey, the donkey that will live for years, tens of years. This has died. Meaning, look, I can preserve what I wish, I can destroy what I wish. Look at your donkey that has become bones and nothing else. And now look as I put the bones and the flesh and everything back into the donkey. When this happened, he said, أَعْلَمُ, now I know, أَنَّ اللَّهَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is able to do all things. My brothers and sisters in Islam, if we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is able to do all things, if we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is able to do all things, why is it that we have doubt at this point in time? Why do we doubt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His ability? Why do we think that we can't do what we said we wanted to do? And we have doubt. Rather, it is Allah who does it. وَاللَّهُ خَلَقَكُمْ وَمَا تَعْمَلُونَ. It is Allah who created you and everything that you do. So what will give you Confidence, it is knowledge. And that is why Sufyan al-Thawri was asked this question, Ya Sheikh, who is the one who should be seeking the most knowledge? He said, the scholars of Islam. So why should the scholars of Islam be the ones seeking the most knowledge? He said, because if they make a mistake, it will be worse. So if the scholars of Islam are the ones who should be seeking the most knowledge, what about ignorant people? And indeed, ignorance is a curse. So grow in confidence, become knowledgeable human beings about both Islam and non-Islamic issues, and become of those people that are confident about yourselves. Lastly, ikhwati, the last criteria that makes a person exemplary human being, it is to be merciful to others. It is to give back to humanity. Your value is by how valuable you are to humanity. Your value is by how valuable you are to humanity. In the authentic hadith, in Musnad Imam Ahmed, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, verily, the best of you are the ones who are best and most beneficial to humanity. Ash-shahid lam yaqul muslimin. The most important point here is did not say beneficial to Muslims. He said beneficial to humanity. Ya ikhwati, become the most beneficial to humanity. That is how beneficial you are in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya ikhwati, do you know something that is more exciting than buying a Porsche and going to holiday to Hawaii or having a fantastic fulfilling dinner that is the most amazing dinner you've had? It is to help a Muslim. It is to see a Muslim child smile. It is to see a widow saying thank you. It is to see a poor person making dua to Allah for you. Ya salam, it is more exciting than all of this. I swear by Allah, try it. Give it a go. You can't get enough of it. So remember, ya ikhwani, those 4 things that are the criteria of an ideal Muslim. Number 1 is your piety and your strength with Allah. Number 2 is your vision, your confidence in Islam and in yourself. Number 3 is your self-sufficiency, that you depend only on Allah, and then thereafter your own abilities for your needs. And number 3 is mercy and usefulness to humanity. And I end with what Ibn Abi Dunya rahimahullah he said. He quoted Ibn Uyayna, who was the Imam of Ahli Makkah wa Imam Zamanihi. Sufyan ibn Uyayna rahimahullah he said, كان العلماء, the ulama used to فيما مضى يكتب بعضهم إلى بعض هؤلاء الكلمات. The scholars of Islam, when they used to write to each other, to their peers, they used to write the following 3 verses, 3 sentences. They used to write, من أصلح سريرته أصلح الله علانيته. Whoever fixes his secret between him and Allah, Allah will fix his public affairs. If you fix your secret affairs that are with Allah, then Allah will fix your public affairs. وَمَنْ أَصْلَحَ مَا بَيْنَهُ وَبَيْنَ اللَّهِ أَصْلَحَ اللَّهُ مَا بَيْنَهُ وَبَيْنَ النَّاسِ. If you fix that which is between you and Allah, then Allah will fix that which is between you and humanity. And how many problems have we got with others? We can fix it if we can fix our relationship with Allah. And finally, وَمَنْ عَمِلَ لِآخِرَتِهِ كَفَاهُ اللَّهُ أَمْرَ دُنْيَاهِ. And whoever works for his hereafter, that Allah will be enough for his dunya and his worldly affairs. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who truly become ideal Muslims and strengthen ourselves in this dunya before the akhirah. Allahumma ameen ya Rabb. Akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Allahu Akbar.
What is the real story of the 4 Imams and how long did they live? What principles of fiqh did they apply? What challenges and opportunities did each one of them face in his lifetime? Is it acceptable to take from one Imam without the others? Join me, Ahmed ibn Saifuddin, to find answers for these questions and more in my series, The Biography of the 4 Imams, here on Peace TV.
Know more about the great legacy and useful knowledge these great jurists left behind in the biographies of the four Imams. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. and repeat telecast at 11:30 a.m. Saudi Arabia on Peace TV.
Where truth is hidden, misleading quotations create confusion. Where truth is hidden, lack of knowledge and wisdom cause upheaval and commotion. Where truth is hidden, manipulated scriptures and twisted facts emerge. This very hidden truth creates false propaganda, mayhem, chaos, disorder, and turmoil in our lives and the world order. But is there anyone with courage and wisdom? What is the truth, and who has the courage to expose it? Because it's your right to know the truth.
Watch Truth Prevail and Lies Perish in Truth Exposed by Dr. Zakir Naik, next on Peace TV.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh Dr. Tawfique Chowdhury, on that very beautiful topic, the ideal Muslim. We'll take a round of question and answers. Inshallah, we've got 3 mics on the floor. We'll take the first question from the brother.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Saud and I'm 12 years old. And my question is how can a youth like me who is not yet accountable spend his life in obedience of Allah so that he may be shaded by the throne of Allah? Jazakallah khair.
Allah, Jazakallah khair, Akhil Kareem. Jazakallah khair. Who says you're not accountable? All my hopes and dreams rest with you. Who says you're not accountable? All of us are looking towards people like you to look after the affairs of the believers. Our hopes, our dreams, the good and the bad of it, all rest with you. If you fix your affairs, then you will become from the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent as a mercy to us. And if you don't fix your affairs, you waste your time, and you don't listen to your mom, you don't study hard, you don't keep healthy, you don't become an intelligent human being, then our dreams will die with you, my friend. So, if you want to become from those people that are shaded on the day of judgment, become of those people that carry the weight of Islam on your shoulders. Become of those people who worship Allah whilst you are young. In the authentic hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, 7 people will find shade on the day of judgment, and one of them will be a shab, a young boy, a young girl that has grown up upon Islam, upon his heart attached to Islam. You have that opportunity to be the one. Do you know, ya ikhwati, the scholars of Islam, when they used to have white beards, they used to catch their beards like this and cry to each other. Do you know why they used to cry? They used to say, verily obedience is from the soldiers. Verily obedience is from the soldiers. They said that obedience and respect and repentance happens from those people who can truly disobey Allah. When you become old and your desires have gone, and your money has gone, your ability has gone, and you're tired and you're weak, you can't commit too much sins anymore. And so for you to now worship Allah, how much do you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will pay attention to you and your repentance? But if you are strong and you're able and you're a shab, you're a young man or a young woman who Allah has given youth and the ability to disobey Him, but you decide to obey Him, then this is the one who deserves respect. This is the one who deserves Allah's mercy. This is the one who deserves Allah to be amazed with him. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair. Next question from the sisters.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I have a friend at school who is a Muslim, but she's always listening to music and also telling others about the music she listens to. I feel very sorry for her because she's a good friend to me. She is also addicted to it. I explain her a lot, but she doesn't listen. How can I help her more?
Allah. You know, when children want to correct others, they want to do amar bil ma'ruf nahi anil munkar, that means they have confidence. That's what I feel, that when they want to tell others, you know what, akhi, you're doing something wrong, it not only shows they have knowledge, first of all, it also shows self-confidence, that they're willing to go out there and correct a friend. MashaAllah, that's brilliant. It also shows that you are a true friend to your friend as well, because you're trying to correct your friend and protect them from that which is going to harm them. I used to listen to music when I was young. I wasn't a good practicing Muslim at that point. And perhaps I'm not now still, but I don't listen to music at this point in time. The reason why I don't listen to music is because I found something else that is far more stronger than music. Something that speaks to my heart. Something that touches me like music never touched me. Something that makes me cry, that makes me ponder, that gives me endless inspiration when I'm alone, and gives me enough things to think about when I'm with others. It is the Quran. It is the Quran. Perhaps what your friend needs is to listen to certain recitals that she might find pleasing. Perhaps what your friend needs is to listen to parts of the Quran with some meanings that you explain to her. Perhaps your friend needs is a group of better friends around her so that they can guide her to that which is better, inshallah. And above all, make lots of dua for your friend, that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide them just like Allah has guided you. Do not be hard upon them, don't be harsh to them, don't say bad to them, but make lots of dua to Allah to guide them just like Allah had guided you. Jazakallah khair.
We'll take the last question from the mic on my left, the first mic, mic 1. Your question.
Yeah, actually I'm a Christian, so my question only is why does Muslim, they don't want to eat pork?
Why don't we eat pork? Ya ikhwati, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created many things in this dunya which are not beneficial to Muslims in the long run. In the long run, if I take the example of alcohol, small amount of alcohol has some medical benefit. But the problem with alcohol is the evil of it is far more than the benefit of it. Because I know as a medical doctor, on Friday nights, Saturday nights, Sunday nights, it's madness in the hospital. Do you know why it's madness? It's because people who are drunk have bashed themselves up, have fallen over, have gotten bleeds in their brains. Oh my God. You know, if I'm working Friday night in the hospital in Australia, I'm like, oh no. I'm working Friday night. I'm working Saturday night. Ya musiba. Musiba. All I'm doing is stitching people up. All I'm doing is fixing broken bones. All I'm doing is fixing one guy's hit the other one, the other. Alcohol-fueled violence is so unbelievable today in the world, subhanAllah. In fact, 33% of hospital admissions on Friday nights, Saturday nights, Sunday nights are due to alcohol-fueled violence. Can you imagine that? Unbelievable amount. And I can tell you, I'm a medical doctor who works in the hospital, in the emergency department. So in the same way as alcohol was prohibited because the harm of it was worse or more than the good of it, in the same way, pork was also prohibited because of that. And so we don't eat pork and we prefer to eat other animals instead. Allah knows best. Jazakallah khair.
Does that answer your question? Inshallah. The brother wants to say something?
I don't want to take Shahada. So now, for the explanation, I accepted, and my question again is, can I take right now for Shahada? Because now, I just want, I am ready to become to enter in Islam.
MashaAllah. Are you asking for permission? Are you asking for permission to accept Islam?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to joke with you. You don't need permission, akhi. You do not need permission of anyone at all. Anyone out here is welcome to accept Islam. Jazakallah khair. Akhi, just recite after me, and the meaning of which is that I bear witness that there's no one worthy of worship except Allah Azza wa Jal, and that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is his messenger. Okay, I'm going to say it in Arabic. Ashhadu.
Ashhadu.
Allah
La
ilaha
ilaha
illallah
illallah
wa ashhadu
wa ashhadu
anna
anna
Muhammadan
Muhammadan
abduhu
abduhu
wa rasuluh.
wa rasuluh.
I bear witness
I bear witness
that there is no one worthy of worship
that there is no one
worthy of worship
worthy the worship
except Allah.
except Allah.
And I bear witness
I've been witness
that Muhammad
that Muhammad
is his slave and messenger.
is his slave and messenger.
Jazakallah khair. Welcome to Islam.
Yeah.
Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair. Allahu Akbar. Actually, I was getting a little bit jealous because I know my time for Q&A was coming to an end, and I said, yesterday, Mufti Meng got 4, and I'm not even getting 1. What have I done wrong? But alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakumullah khairan. Jazakallah khair. That was Sheikh Dr. Tawfique Chowdhury.
He created the universe. To him belong the heavens and the earth. The ever-living, he is the first. He's the owner of mercy. He sent his messengers to warn his creatures of the grave dangers of worshiping other than Allah. There is none greater than the Creator. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Every investment has its own risks and waiting periods. Profit or loss is not guaranteed. But do you know of any investment that assures you a sure profit? Not in this life, but in the hereafter. Yes, it is an investment in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Join us in spreading the true message of our great Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to mankind.
Support Peace TV. Send